The one thing that we can truly count on in troubling times when all else fails is a strong sense of self. Now, a strong sense of self is much more scarce than we might think because in our process of socialization, we are not really encouraged or given space and the tools to cultivate a strong sense of our identity. And the development of strong sense of self is directly connected to a mirroring of other selves that are also reassuring in their presence. And when I say a strong sense of self is really scarce and hard to come by, I am talking about growing up in systems which encourage the development of grandiose sense of self or minimized sense of self. But both of those are not really in contact with reality. They are conditioned within a system that does not prioritize well-being and self-actualization. And because a sense of self is firstly cultivated through external selves that are mirrored to us, and with that we create relationships and internalize those senses of self and make them our own, we are, especially in our younger years, really at the mercy of our environment. So if we're not satisfied with our own sense of self, there is a strong possibility that we were not really satisfied in our primary important relationships. And what I often talk about with my clients is that it's not really about a perceived sense of self that is the most important. It's actually our embodiment and our regulation of our sense of self, which is primarily built in relationships. And cultivating a strong sense of self that is truly integrated and authentic to us and in line with our own values and judgments, we need to re-examine the external relationships that we had or that we have now. We need to see our own relationship that we have with ourselves and how that reflects the primary external relationships of our childhood. And we need to start orientating in ways in which we cultivate external relationships that are supportive to our well-being, and with that cultivate an internal, aware, conscious relationship with ourselves that is based on a knowing and on trust that we ourselves have our best interest at heart.